Hey guys, it is April 12th, 2017. It's actually getting pretty late. What, you don't have your shoes on?
I don't have my shoes on.
Shorty?
No, so we really can't bring you too much on what's going on in North Korea because we really don't know. I can tell you that Kim Jong-un has evacuated about 500,000 of the residents.
And he is telling them that Trump is going to strike.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know, but Trump's interview, however, one of our commenters I just read said, Leah, I can see that you're holding back because, you know, you're doing a lot of serious things and you don't want to make them funny. And you know what? I would rather make them funny. Kim Jong-un, little crazy man over there.
Kim Jong-un. That's how I say
he is preparing his people from what we can understand that there might be a immediate attack from the United States.
He's telling his people that.
Yeah, on Twitter today, some of the foreign journalists we were told to leave. That you guys have. Kim Jong-un, has evacuated like 500,000 of his people from a certain area that he thinks that Trump is going to strike. Now, we still cover a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of serious stuff.
Yes.
And we haven't really been able to be funny, and it's hard
Bring the funny.
It's hard to when they're covering so many serious things in death and stuff like that. It's hard.
Tell them about the comment that you got.
Oh, one of our viewers has said, you know what I can tell? I can tell you guys have an argument over whether you should be funny or not in certain things or bring humor. And while we don't argue over whether we should, we do discuss how can we? What do we do with this? Now, Trump, what I love about Trump is he opens the door wide open. You just have to just say what he's saying. It's so awesome.
This show has taken over our lives. We don't have time for our regular friends, but tonight we took a break from filming so that we could talk to our very dearest friends in the entire world, our farming friends.
We have a fellowship of the farm.
We call it the Fellowship of the Farm. We were on the phone with them, and they are farming, right? So they don't have the news. So we're giving them the news. We're like, listen, by the way, if something happens tomorrow in North Korea, you heard it here first.
Okay. So we read this and then we're like, no, you have to tell people.
You have to tell people this because we're reading it on the phone. Everybody is laughing. We're doing a conference call. So everybody's laughing.
The title of this is, we are sending an armada. Trump ready to eliminate North Korean menace with or without China. Now, as maybe you do know, or if you don't know, Trump was meeting with China the moment he set off the
Syrian strike, the kajabillion dollars worth.
Right. Okay, but here's the thing. With all his China-isms, right? How many of you remember the Chinas, right?
I remember.
He said he got along well with China. But he did say, had a very good call last night with the president of China concerning the menace of North Korea. But he also said,
nobody can speak Trump like Trump.
Right. North Korea is looking for trouble. If China decides to help, that would be great. If not, we will solve the problem without them. USA. Only Trump. Only Trump. All right. But let's get to this. You know, he says, we talked trade. We talked a lot of things. And I said the way you're going to make a good trade deal is going to help us with North Korea. Otherwise, we're just going to go at it alone. That'll be all right too. But going it alone means we're going with lots of other nations. He's doing the art of the deal, you know, with China there. So what I want to get to is, he said President Yi wants to do the right thing. We had a very good bonding. I think we had a very good chemistry together. I think he wants to help us with North Korea. You just touched me.
I did touch you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No problem. No problem.
She's like Jesus. I felt power go out from me. She touched me.
Okay, so following Friday's U.S. surprise strike on a Syrian base, the first American action undertaken directly against President Bashar Assad, many expressed fears that Washington may opt to strike North Korea too. U.S. military buildup in the region suggests that direct military action against North Korea, could be a real option for the new administration. Now, when asked by Fox on Wednesday, which was today, what his strategy is with North Korea,
Trump, of course, once again said, I don't reveal those things.
Not like Obama, the U.S. president said, criticizing the former administration for announcing plans to strike the Iraqi city of Mosul. Russia's foreign ministry said earlier it is deeply concerned with U.S. policy over North Korea. We are really worried about what Washington has in mind. for North Korea after it hinted at the possibility of a unilateral military scenario. Now, all right, so here's Trump. We're sending an armada. Very powerful. We have submarines. Very powerful. Far more powerful than the aircraft carrier.
That I can tell you.
So this is the way he explains what's going down in North Korea. One more time. We're sending an armada. Very powerful. We have submarines.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. Far more powerful than the aircraft carrier. That I can tell you and read into my isms. Okay.
Trump said, referring the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, he is doing
the wrong
thing.
The wrong thing. The U.S. president's comments came a day after the Pyongyang once again threatened to retaliate against the U.S. and its allies. North Korea's official said, "Our revolutionary army's strong army and keenly watching every move by enemy elements with our nuclear sight focused on the U.S. invasionary bases, not only in North Korea,
South
Korea, but in the Pacific Operation Theater, but also in the U.S. mainland." That was my Korean.
Awful. That's not
really
good
bad. I should probably do that over again. So they're watching. They're a little.
So to exasperate the regional tensions even further, Japan is reportedly preparing to send several of its warships to join the U.S.
Who
armada.
has played Battleship? Here's the thing, you got your little battleship. Okay, which way are we gonna put it, right? Because it's all strategic. If you put your little battleship like this, then you put your little things like this, and then you get your little white things here, and then your little red things here, and then everybody's lining up. And so Japan's like, I want to play Battleship. Here I come, toot toot. All right. So here we go. Chugga 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 chugga. Everybody's going. Can we laugh at nuclear war? Anybody laughing at nuclear war? Only us, because it's crazy. All right. Okay, so here comes Japan. Is reportedly preparing to send several of its warships to join the U.S. armada. It's, if you didn't know what an armada was, it's a group of ships.
Thanks to our farming friend.
Informed sources told both Reuters and Kyodo news agencies, Syria plus Trump plus North Korea equals volatile thing. Gold price soars to 5 month. That's tweetisms.
Oops.
5 myth.
5 minutes.
Yeah. High amid global tensions. All right. So what were we just talking about? Gold prices, silver.
Oh yes, we were just talking about that.
Furthermore, Washington has sent a nuclear detection plane, the WC-135 Constant Phoenix.
That's a big name.
Yes.
Go Constant Phoenix.
To Kendana Air Base last Friday evening. Stars and Stripes, the official newspaper of the U.S. Armed Forces, reported the military plane specializes in radiation detection and collects air samples and debris after nuclear detonations using external flow-through devices.
So allegedly Washington has sent in a SEAL Team 6, the one that killed Osama bin Laden in May of 2011, and they're supposed to participate in the Foil Eagle and Key Resolve exercises being conducted in the region.
Full Eagle.
What did I say? Foil?
I don't know. Yeah.
Being conducted in the region from March 7th to April 30th. And that was reported on Wednesday.
Yep. I think that's all we have to, it's just a bunch of provocations. On a serious note, we're in a game. There goes Uncle Beanie. Wonder if you still Uncle Beanie say hi.
Hi.
War's not a game. So I'm hoping that everyone stays safe and we just say our prayers that, these war games de-escalate, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
What, did you want to cover something else?
No. I just thought it was worth reading Trump's thing one more time. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, here, then why didn't you just say so? Leah, can you find the thing again?
Can you find the thing again? No, you went too far.
I thought I had it.
No, it was right here. Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? I don't know. It's lost.
Okay, all right. Well, we won't read it again. You guys heard it enough. That's going to round off our coverage for North Korea. We will see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, Kim Jong-un is thinking that Trump is going to strike. Obviously, Trump is making very bold statements saying that he is going to go against North Korea, trying to corral China to go with him. And if China won't go, then he says he's got the power to take the rest of the nations with him.
Sending an armada.
You found it.
Very powerful. We have submarines.
Very powerful. Far more powerful than the aircraft carrier. That I can tell you. That was an excellent Trump tweet. We know for sure.
Well, that wasn't a Trump tweet. That was on Fox News.
That's even better.
Yeah.
You can't Trump the Trump. There's nobody that does Trump like Trump does Trump. And it is absolutely fantastic. I'm excited to hear more. And Lee and I were telling our farmer friends, what is the difference? You guys are coming out saying what Trump is doing in Syria, trying to essentially do a regime change for Assad, which is not what Trump wants to be doing. This is what the globalists want done. This is what the leftists want done. Trump got caught in the mix. What is the difference between that and regime change?
To tell you, I have a long list of videos and everything I've been meaning to do. We're just farming and things like that. I'm trying to bring what's most pertinent. But I have a lot of false flag videos for you guys. I have a lot of things that you can see where the first chemical attack was never proven to be Assad. And what's the difference between Assad and Kim Jong Crazy Man? Here's the thing. Under Assad, Christians, they like him. They like him. 10% Christians. When Iraq...
Not 10% of the Christians like him. 10% of Syria is Christian.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. When we messed up Iraq and caused a bunch of people to have to leave Iraq because we messed up Iraq, 500,000 Christians, where'd they go? Where'd they go in the Middle East? They go to Iran? They go to Saudi stinking Arabia, who's our ally? No, they went to Syria. Why? Because Syria is a secular place to be, and under Assad, it was better. It was better than being in Iran. It was better than being in Saudi Arabia. It was better than being in Egypt. And all those people, we overthrow those governments? No, I don't think so. Are they crazy?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, they're crazy too. They're crazy too, but you know, President Bush sits down with Egypt, and do you know the human rights violations in Egypt? Women can't even drive a car in Egypt. Okay, you have to be forced to wear a hijab thing on your head. You guys, this is insanity, all right? It's insanity. Now, Egypt has more Christians than some of the other places, but it's obviously, you know, not that safe because they get their churches blown up, okay?
You guys, over and over and over again, we have heard narratives. When you listen to the segments that we did earlier, you see a clip of Obama talking about the pictures and the atrocities of what's happening in Syria. Now, that's an old clip. They've already used this line before. This is the same line that they feed. It's the same exact thing.
I just gotta play this. It's getting late, but I want to play this.
Okay.
This is from the presidential debate where Jeb Bush goes back and forth with Donald Trump on Syria, and this is my president.
Requires defeating Assad, but wouldn't that also put us into conflict with Russia, a country that supports Assad? So doesn't that mean effectively Assad's...
Jeb Bush is a globalist.
Yes.
I can't stand his voice. I can't stand to see him. I know he's evil, his whole family. I don't like George Bush. You know why? Because I was duped by him. I was duped.
There to stay?
No, it doesn't. And that's the problem. The lack of leadership in this country by Barack Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, thinking that this is a policy that works, this policy of containment with ISIS. It's a complete, unmitigated disaster. And to allow Russia now to have influence in Syria makes it harder. But we need to destroy ISIS and dispose of Assad to create a stable Syria so that the 4 million refugees aren't a
That is the globalist line.
It's
breeding ground for Islamic jihadists. This is the problem. Donald Trump brought up the fact that he'd want to accommodate Russia. Russia is not taking out ISIS. They're attacking our team, the team that we've been training and the team that we've been supporting.
They're attacking our team. The team we've been training, the team we've been supporting are radical Islamic terrorists.
Yeah.
I'm not saying both sides are...
It's absolutely ludicrous to suggest that Russia could be a positive partner in this. They are on the run. They are making, every time we step back, they're on the run. The question that you asked was a really good one about what you would do. What 3 things would you do? I would restore the military. The sequester needs to be reversed. I would have a strategy to destroy ISIS. And I would immediately create a policy of containment as it relates to Iran's ambitions and to make clear that we are not going to allow for Iran to...
Remember, nation number 7. Iran.
Do what it's
From our
doing.
previous video.
I don't like them. But I don't like that they just go around making Middle East problems.
Which is to move towards a nuclear weapon. Those three things would be the first and foremost things that we need to do in 2017.
Mr. Trump,
Now listen to Trump here.
Mr. Trump, you were mentioned here. You did say you could get along very well with Vladimir Putin. You did at one point say let Russia take care of ISIS.
Called me a genius. I like him so far, I have to tell you. Let me just tell you this. Jeb is so wrong. Jeb is absolutely so, that's, just so you understand, you know what that is? That's Jeb's special interest and lobbyists talking. Look, let me just tell you something. Jeb is so wrong. You got to fight ISIS first. You fight ISIS first. Right now you have Russia, you have Iran, you have them with Assad, and you have them with Syria. You have to knock out ISIS. They're chopping off heads. These are animals. You have to knock them out. You have to knock them off strong. You decide what to do after. You can't fight two wars at one time. If you listen to him.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to say this man's my president, and I'm going to play his old clips over and over and over again and say, that's my president, that's my president.
And you listen to some of the folks that I've been listening to. That's why we've been in the Middle East for 15 years.
General Flynn.
And we haven't won anything. We've spent $5 trillion in the Middle East because of thinking like that. We've spent and Lindsey Graham, who backs him, who had 0 on his polls. Let me just tell you something.
Speaking of Lindsey Graham, did anybody see Ruth Bader Ginsburg talking about how
Nancy Pelosi
the women in the Senate, Dianne Feinstein, Lindsey Graham, she didn't go. She's 40 years old.
We've spent. I only tell the truth, lobbyists.
He would be getting booze from CNN and all these places if he was stood on this ground. And I would stand behind him. I'd stand in front of him. I'd go to battle with him for it.
We've spent $5 trillion all over the middle. We have to rebuild our country. We have to rebuild our infrastructure. You listen to that, you're going to be there for another 50.
All right, Governor Bush, please respond.
The very basic fact is that Vladimir Putin is not going to be an ally of the United States. The whole world knows this.
Who knows this? Hillary Clinton, the globalists, George Soros, Obama.
It's a simple basic fact. They're not taking out, they're not even attempting to take out ISIS. They're attacking.
That is a bold-faced lie.
False.
The troops that we're supporting. We need to create a coalition soon.
The troops we're supporting over and over again, billions of dollars to terrorists. We have made Syria a problem. We made Syria a bigger problem. We went in there and just ripped open. Somebody had a cut on their arm. We went in there and said, I can fix it, yank.
We led coalition on the ground with our special operators to destroy ISIS and bring
special
about
operators,
stability.
right?
And you can't do that with Assad in power.
We're supporting troops that we don't even know who they are. We're supporting troops that we don't even know who they are.
We're supporting troops and we don't even know who they are. He said it. He said it.
All right.
We have no idea who they are.
Gentlemen, I think we're gonna leave that there. I've got a question
for
for
Senator. Who gets his foreign policy from the shows.
Oh, yeah,
This is a guy who thinks that Hillary Clinton was a great negotiator in Iran. We're living in dangerous times. This is a man who insults his way to the nomination.
$24 million.
All right, ladies. All right.
I gotta get Trump another debate.
Yeah.
He's been trying to make friends with too many people right now. He's got to hold his ground, man. That's my dude.
I'm glad that you played that. Because,
that's my buddy, man.
And you know what? And he got so many boos.
Yes.
And he was so maligned throughout. And I have to say that is the president that got elected.
Yeah.
And that is the stance that the people that elected him want him to continue with.
Exactly.
So we're just going to have to keep reminding Trump to thine own self be true. Okay, guys, that wraps this segment up. We wanted to bring you one more thing. I thought we were going to round off the last one. This is Lee Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it is not just a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications if you want to see more videos like this, and find us on Facebook and Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless.
I was called